And Mitt Romney, I guess, is going to be the rationer-in-chief if he gets elected. But tonight, the men who helped create both Romneycare in the state of Massachusetts and the Affordable Health Care Act are here tonight to set the record straight. We're going right to the source, the two gentlemen that were right at the heart of putting these bills together. Joining us tonight are Jonathan Gruber, who's professor of economics at MIT, and John McDonough, professor at Harvard School of Public Health. Gentlemen, it is great to have you both on the Ed Show tonight. I appreciate it so much. And I will go so far as to say that both of you are the sources. You can put this to rest tonight, I think, for a lot of Americans. Professor McDonough, let me ask you that Romney claims your health care plan raids $716 billion from Medicare. Is that true?
No. The Affordable Care Act reduces the rate of growth of Medicare spending by reducing payments to hospitals and insurance companies as a way to pay for part of the expansions in the law. But those are reductions that were, for the most part, agreed to by the hospital industry, by the home health care industry. What they would not agree to, and what would deeply unsettle them and make their operations very difficult, would be to repeal the expansions in the law, because they are suffering right now very greatly under the weight of all of the uninsured and uncompensated care across America.
And that really was the concept of this health care bill, is to get more people covered. Number one, to get more people into the system, to get more money into the system, but also to get better outcomes. I think the American people do get that. Professor Gruber, what's the difference between the Affordable Care Act and Paul Ryan's plan for Medicare?
Well, the Affordable Care Act and Paul Ryan's plan for Medicare have at their core a similar concept, which is the concept of the exchange, of individual choice across private health insurance plans. The difference is the Affordable Care Act is applying to a population where the system is broken, where they have no access, and the exchange provides a lifeline to them for getting insurance that's now not available. Paul Ryan's plan takes a system that fundamentally works, which is the Medicare system, rips it up, and replaces it with a new one and with the new system. It makes no sense to do that first. We should try it first for the non-elderly, where the system's broken. If that works, as an economist, I'm happy to consider that for seniors. But let's first try it where we need to. Let's not rip up a system that works and start there.
Mr. Gruber, let me ask you again. Was Romneycare a model for the Affordable Health Care Act? Was it real? What was going on in Massachusetts? Was it a model for the national act?
It was a model in a couple different ways. One is John and I and other experts were constantly shuttling back and forth, and were asked, how'd you do it in Massachusetts? How'd it work in Massachusetts? My favorite quote of John's is he once said, the Affordable Care Act is a Massachusetts bill with 3 more zeros. And it really is a similar approach. It's very similar in the sense that the success we had in Massachusetts was so instrumental towards making politicians feel comfortable with what they're about to undertake. This is a really big new step in health insurance reform, and Massachusetts made them feel more comfortable with that.
Professor McDonough, Paul Ryan is out there saying that Romneycare in Massachusetts is failing. Is that true? Or is it successful?
Well, it's actually proven right now to be quite successful. More than 98% of everyone in Massachusetts has health insurance. About 99.8% of children have health insurance. But I think that the real litmus test is to do some political shorthand. So Senator Scott Brown, our Republican U.S. Senator, strongly opposes the Affordable Care Act and strongly supports Massachusetts health reform. In 2006 and 2010, we had 2 hotly contested gubernatorial elections with well-financed Republican contenders. In both of those elections, those candidates supported Massachusetts health reform. There was a group in Massachusetts last year that tried to gather signatures to put on the ballot a question to repeal the individual mandate in the Massachusetts health reform law. They had to abandon their effort because they couldn't get the signatures.